Let go of your ex and move on with your life. If you're still living in the past after your breakup, it's time to let go and focus on getting your life back on track. Why you should let go of your ex. If you're still harboring feelings for your ex, it might be time to let them go. Here are some reasons why you should move on from your ex. First, it's not going to help you heal. Hitting the reset button with your ex may feel like the right thing to do, but in reality, it will only hurt you both more in the long run. Trying to get back together again will only revive old wounds and put you back at square one. If you're really thinking about moving on, give yourself time and space to heal before starting anything new. Second, you'll miss out on other potential relationships. If your focus is completely on getting back together with your ex, you'll miss out on other opportunities that may come your way. You might be surprised at how many people are interested in getting to know you if you're ready to move on from your ex. Don't let yourself be ruled by your emotions. Focus on what's best for you. 3. It'll reduce the chances of a happy future together. If reuniting is simply not an option for either of you, then it's important that both parties understand and respect. Start by forgiving yourself for your part in the breakup and focusing on moving forward. Work on creating new relationships that are healthy and satisfying, and don't hold yourself back from living life to the fullest. If you're not ready to move on yet, take some time to reconsider your reasons for breaking up in the first place. If you still can't let go, talk to a therapist or counselor who can help you work through your feelings. Bottom line, if you're still thinking about your ex, it's probably time to let them go. How to let go of your ex. There are a few things you can do to help you let go of your ex. 1. Talk to someone close to you about how you're feeling. This can be a friend, family member, or therapist. It's important to have someone to talk to who understands what you're going through and will be supportive. 2. Write down all the reasons why you no longer want to be with your ex. This will help you reflect on your relationship and figure out what went wrong. Once you have all of the reasons, it will be easier to let go of your feelings for them. 3. Take some time for yourself. This means setting aside time for yourself every day, no matter what else is going on in your life. Spend time reading, writing, or doing something that makes you happy. This will help take your mind off of your relationship and make it easier to move on. 4. Avoid thinking about your ex as much as possible. This can be difficult, but it's important to focus on your own happiness and not what your ex is doing. If you can't avoid thinking about them, try to think about the good times you had together. This will help you remember why you fell in love with them in the first place. 5. Let go of your expectations for the future. This is especially important if you think your ex will change once they realize they made a mistake. If you don't believe that they're capable of change, it will be much harder for you to let them go. Understand why you are holding onto your ex. There are many reasons why an individual may cling to an ex. Maybe you fear being alone or feel like you owe them something. Maybe you think you can't let them go because of what you shared together. The important thing is to figure out why you are holding onto your ex so that you can start moving on with your life. Here are some tips to help. 1. Start by assessing where your emotions stand right now. Are you still feeling hurt, angry, or scared? If so, it's likely that your emotions are still tied up in your relationship. Take some time to calm down and explore what those feelings might be stemming from. 2. Evaluate how much interaction you have with your ex currently. Do they pop into your mind randomly? Are there certain situations where you find yourself thinking about them more than usual? When possible, try to limit any contact with your ex as much as possible and focus on building new relationships. This will help reduce the amount of emotional energy that is attached to your old one. 3. Take a look at the things that were unique about your relationship and cherish those memories. Yes, the relationship was difficult at times, but it also had its good moments. Try to focus on the positive aspects of your relationship and remember all of the laughter and happiness that you shared. 4. Talk to a therapist or counselor about your feelings. They can help you understand where your emotions are coming from and provide guidance on how to start moving on. Get out of the cycle of pain and hurt. If you're in a relationship with someone who's been hurt before, it's hard to let them go. You might think that if you just stay with them, things will get better, but that's not always the case. In fact, staying in a relationship where one person is constantly hurt can actually lead to even more pain and hurt. If you want to break the cycle of pain and hurt, here are 4 steps to take. 1. Recognize that you're in a cycle of pain and hurt. Before you can start to break out of it, you have to first recognize it. That means recognizing when you're settling for something less than what you want or when you're letting yourself be controlled by your ex. 2. Talk about your feelings. It's important to talk about your feelings with someone else who can help guide and support you. Talking can help release all the built-up anger and resentment that has been bottled up inside of you. 3. Set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries with your ex so that they don't control or dominate you emotionally anymore. This means setting limits on text messages, phone calls, visits, and anything else that might involve them being around you emotionally. 4. Take action. Finally, take action to break out of the cycle of pain and hurt. This might mean talking to a therapist, going on a date with someone you met online, or creating your own independent support system. Move on with your life. There is no need to keep holding on to your ex. If you really love yourself, then you should move on and focus on your own happiness. Go through your old photos and memories of the relationship and let go of anything that makes you sad or uncomfortable. Doing this will help you move on from the breakup in a healthy way. What to do when you finally let go of your ex? If you're like most people, you probably have a lot of mixed feelings about your ex. You might feel relieved that you're finally over them, but you might also feel guilty or regretful for what you did. No matter how you feel, it's important to remember that you can't control how your ex feels about the breakup. If your ex is happy and healthy, great. If not, that's their business. The key is to focus on moving on with your life. Here are a few tips to help you do that. Remember that you deserve better than an ex who doesn't respect your boundaries. Don't settle for someone who won't make you happy. Set realistic expectations for the relationship and be honest with your ex from the beginning. If they don't meet your expectations, understand that it's not going to work out and move on. Don't wait around for them. It'll only make things harder if they change their mind and want back together. Instead, focus on building new relationships and pursuing your own interests. Remember that you're not alone. There are plenty of other people out there who are ready to start fresh. How to move on from your ex? If you have been through a breakup, there is no easy answer as to how you should move on. It can be hard to let go of the person who was once so important in your life, and it can be even harder to find someone else to fill that role. However, by following these tips, you can start the healing process and move on from your ex. 1. Talk about your feelings. Taking the time to talk about your feelings with a trusted friend or family member can be very beneficial in moving on. This allows you to express all of the emotions that are bottled up inside and also receive feedback from someone who will understand. 2. Do something new. If spending all of your time thinking about your ex is not giving you the relief that you desire, try starting fresh by doing something new. This could mean going out with friends, joining a new club, or simply trying something new at work. By keeping yourself busy, you will be less likely to dwell on your breakup and more likely to focus on moving forward. 3. Take some time for yourself. If self-care is important to you, take some time for yourself each day to do things that make you happy. This could include reading a book, going for a walk, or simply taking some time to relax. By doing things that make you happy, you will help to reduce the stress that is often associated with breakups. 4. Move on gradually. If you find it difficult to move on from your ex quickly, try moving on in small doses. This means starting by spending time with people who are close to your ex and then gradually working your way out from there. By taking this approach, you will be more likely to avoid painful reminders of your breakup and instead focus on moving forward. In the end, it's important to remember that you can't control how someone else feels, and you should let go of your ex. You should move on with your life and focus on the things that make